Welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Justice for All. In the last episode, we finished up our investigation. That's a little too loud for me. There we go. And we have a suspect for this murder. And now we're taking on the final trial of this episode. We're going to defend Maya and get our suspect declared guilty. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle this kind of stuff, so come on, Maya. And if you know what she means. And Pearl believes in us. Or rather, their love. That doesn't exist. Wait, what? Morgan's gonna be here? Yeah, we're kind of going to need her. Grr. OCD. Need screen recorder. Now. Gore. Not this again. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, things are about to get ugly. And Pearls definitely won't... We most definitely don't want Pearls around to see it. But here we go. Run Karma, round 1, part 2. Let's do this. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. And there's the whip. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I am looking forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Hey, we haven't lost a case either, so... yeah. If I didn't mention this, that's her death slam, by the way. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key in the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave that room at one point. What? But Maya said, but Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that this person in the picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? What are you talking about, woman? All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that this is when she dropped this key. Yes, because she dropped it near the incinerator. That makes perfect sense. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Morgan's coming to the stand. Yeah, she's dead. It shouldn't really matter to her that much. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey. I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You. Be Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. And you didn't tell us this why? And here we come to the heart of the matter. May I say, while in a possessed state, managed to escape the channeling chamber. You do not look good when you do that, by the way. I had to. Order! Miss Faye, please testify to the court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrust me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Are you serious? Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause any more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct the falsities when they arrive. Why is she making it a point to stab at me? A very smart and sly person. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this now. You don't present any evidence, you won't find anything. Just by the way. So we gotta press, as always. Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? And here we go again. I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. Oh, she actually remembered to. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is... Oh, he said it. That is a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. You said something. I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of the room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out? Why did you chase us out? Why did you chase us out of... You know what? Screw it. I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. Bullcrap! No, that is bullcrap. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. I'm just pressing to show you all the statements, because I can. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused mine to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. You lied to us, why? But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this. However... Objection! Excuse me? The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. Question further. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Arr! This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well. Why does it feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? I know that feeling. Now, witness, continue with what happened. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit it, such a thing, however, yes. Oh, so it's a pride thing. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Saw that coming. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old, sir, is a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have, however. You fainted. You fainted. I became dizzy, and then I collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy witness? Elaborate on that point for us. Interruption! Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Question further, as always. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. Yeah. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. Looks like. So yeah, if you really want to get through that fast, just don't present any evidence because you're just gonna waste your life bar, or just press that last statement. I hope this doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? I finished that sentence before the sentence was even finished. Yes, that is exactly what we should be. Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? ¿Por qué? Well, who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney. Our suspect. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, Eenie Miney. I'm, researching, paraphysiology stuff at the, university. What is this paraphysiology? Let's see. It's, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have us some spine, for my sake. Ooh. Well, we're going to be hearing Miss Eenie Miney's testimony in the next episode. I will see you guys then.